Written on this card is a law of attraction secret that took my business from 0 to 100,000 per month twice. And it all comes down to reprogramming the subconscious mind. Welcome in. My name is Mr. Law of Attraction. I studied with the famous Proctor for 2.5 years, and he completely changed my life. What I've been able to do over the last 5 years is teach over 400 clients how to use the law of attraction to scale their businesses to the next level. And it's a lot more simple than you expect. So we're here in beautiful Dubai. We have this beautiful first ever mobile podcast studio. So we're going to be filming today's video in here. So let's have a seat inside, and I'm going to teach exactly what to write on your card so you can take your business to the next level. It's actually going to blow your mind how simple it is how to use the law of attraction. Let's hop inside. So let's talk about how to use the law of attraction to apply it to your business to scale to new levels. Written on this card is a law of attraction secret that took my coaching business from 0 to 100,000 a month in less than 45 days twice, and I learned it from my mentor, Bob Proctor. Welcome in. My name is Mr. Law of Attraction, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I teach entrepreneurs how to apply the law of attraction to scale their business to the 7-figure level. I work with over 400 clients, and it's changed my life over the last 5 years. So what is this secret that what we can write and what you can write today that will take your business to the next level? So why would you want to watch this video? So you probably have been stuck at the same income level for the last couple months, right? You've been working hard, putting in 10-hour days. You have the knowledge, you have the information, right? You've taken the courses, you've done all this stuff, but yet it seems like no matter how hard you work or what course you take or what strategy you implement, you still stay at the same level. Or even worse, your income is inconsistent. You go up to 10 grand, then down to 6, then up to 15, then down to 3. Like maybe not that dramatic, but you get what I'm saying. That's what we're talking about. What you have encountered at this point in your business is realize that it's not more information or knowledge that's going to take your business to the next level. You're going to have to tap into yourself. You're going to have to tap into the subconscious mind and actually improve yourself in order to improve your business. So what is written on this actual card right here that took my business to 0 to 100,000 a month? I'm going to read it for you right here. And it says this: I'm so happy and grateful now that I attracted 1 million YouTube subscribers and earned $1 million per month, right? That is currently what's written on my goal card, and this is what I'm manifesting at this current period of my life. Now, if you're watching me at this time, I have a little under 20,000 subscribers. My business does 100,000 per month. And so what was it that back in 2020, when I first wrote something on this card, it changed everything for me? And then I'm going to give you the formula on what you can write on your card. And I'll give you a card like this and what to write so you can apply it to your business. And I guarantee you'll see dramatic shifts in your business over the next 90 days. So this came from my mentor, Bob Proctor. Yes, I studied with him. I'm sure you know who he is from the movie The Secret. So I studied with him for 2.5 years before he passed away. I was in his inner circle. I got to study with him. I spent 6 figures studying with him, and I was able to win a lot of the competitions because obviously going 0 to 100,000 a month as one of his consultants back in the day, I had certain privileges. During that period, one of the first lessons that Bob Proctor taught me was, DeAndre, you have to set something called a C-type goal, which I'll talk about here in a second. You have to set a C-type goal, which is a fantasy goal. Then you have to write it on a card, and whatever you write on this card will manifest, but you have to look at it multiple times throughout the day. You may have heard of this kind of principle in Think and Grow Rich with Napoleon Hill. You may have heard of it with Earl Nightingale, but the concept stays the same. Whatever you write on this card in the present tense, whatever fantasy that you write will come and manifest, because what starts to happen is this image that you form in your conscious mind, every time you look at this card, then starts to transmute or change form into its physical counterpart. Meaning whatever image you hold in your mind, you will eventually hold in your hand, because that's the law of attraction. But what we're writing here on the card is that vision. So let's talk about what to actually write. First step is this. You want to make sure that it's an independent card, okay? I don't really like the idea of having like a sticky note or whatever. Maybe I'll give it to you guys for free in the link in the description below. If it's down there, check it out, download it, get it printed on a little cardboard, like what do you call it, business card paper, right? That's basically the size of this right here. And you keep it on you independently. You can put it behind your phone case. If you do put behind your phone case, make sure it's clear, okay? A lot of people like put it behind a dark phone case. You have to look at it. That's the point, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because every time you look at it, it's forming an image in your conscious mind, and that's actually what you're manifesting. So if you can't see the card, you're defeating the purpose. Or you can do it like me. I just keep it in my pocket independently. So fellas, when you leave the house, you check your pockets, right? Phone, keys, wallet. I do the same thing, but with this card. Phone, keys, wallet, goal card. All right? So now you have your goal card. You've written it down. You've written it down in the present tense. It's very important. The subconscious mind does not understand the future. It does not understand the past. So when you say something like, I'm trying to get to 100K a month, I want to, it doesn't understand that you have to write it in the present tense. Like, think about this. Does God have the future? Does God have tomorrow? No, God is only present now. It only is. Meaning that when you write in the spiritual form, it has to be in the present tense. And it's cited such as this. I'm so happy and grateful now that, and you write it in the present tense. So I attracted 1 million YouTube subscribers. I've written it as if it's done already, like it's in this present moment, and I earned $1 million per month, right? That's what I wrote. So you can write something. It doesn't have to be money. It could be whatever you want. In a second, we'll talk about what type of goals to write. But you can be like, I'm so happy and grateful now that I manifested my new Ferrari. I'm so happy and grateful now that I live in Dubai, right? Whatever it is that you want, you get to decide. Success is defined as the progressive realization of a worthy ideal, meaning whatever you write on this card and start working towards, you are then successful. Don't look at me and think about because, I live in Dubai or whatever, or I talk about money a lot, that's success. No, obviously I probably attract guys that like more money, people that like more money, but because I applied the law of attraction to grow my business and my income, but you can write it for whatever. Maybe you just want a farm in North Carolina, right? Whatever it is. Okay, so let's talk about it now. How do we actually formulate this goal? Because this is important. You have to ask yourself, what do you want? Like, truly, what do you want? This is a really important question that a lot of people don't actually sit to think. They only think about what they think they can have, right? If I was to ask you, what kind of car do you want? Most people would just look at their current bank account or look at their current, their tax brackets and say, based on how much I'm earning, this is the kind of car that I want. This is the kind of watch that I want. Instead of sitting there using their imagination and like, what do you want? What's that one car, that one special thing that if you were a childlike enthusiasm, you'd go after that one thing? That's what we're talking about. That's called a fantasy. So what we're going to write on this card is a C-type goal known as a fantasy. You're going after something that you truly want, something that you really desire. That is the most important thing. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. We have anywhere from 60 to 70,000 thoughts every single day. 90% of those thoughts are the same as yesterday, meaning you keep thinking in the same patterns day after day, day after day. 90% of what you thought about or thinking about in this moment, you thought yesterday. That's why you've been stuck. That's why your business has been inconsistent. What I have to get you to do is think outside of that spectrum, to lower that from 90% down to 40%, down to 10%, down to whatever, 80%. If I can lower that, meaning that you're thinking like a different version of yourself tomorrow, your life will start to change. That's what I have to do. So what we have to do is I have to first get you to convince yourself to write a vision so much bigger than who you are now. Because what's going to happen, you're going to wake up tomorrow and you're going to think new thoughts. You're going to think about doing things better. You're going to think about becoming a better version, which honestly, this is not what you're doing right now. You're listening to me, like you're hearing me, but you're not listening to me. Because if you're not quantum leaping to the 7-figure level, if things are just not exponentially taken up, you do not understand what I'm saying. You're hearing me, but not understanding me. Check in, ladies and gentlemen. Check in. I'm here as your older brother trying to get you guys to go to the next level. Check in with me. What you have to get clear on is that fantasy. It has to get you thinking so much bigger than who you are now. You have to get outside your current self-image. The current self-image of how you see yourself. That's the key. Like, for example, my current vision is getting to 1 million YouTube subscribers. Right now I have 20,000. If I'm thinking only to get to 100,000, I can continue the same path I'm on now, just posting videos, and over the next year, I'll get to 100,000 subscribers, easy cake. But that's not what I want. I want to get to 1 million subscribers here as fast as possible. So I'm thinking, how do I go? I have to literally go in 100x what I've done now. So that causes me to think of new ideas, new creativity, things I'm not doing now. For example, I'm in this beautiful mobile podcast. You guys are probably wondering, like, yo, he's in this nice little Maybach. We're driving here through Dubai in this podcast, right? Like the next video we're going to be talking about, I had this idea at 4 a.m. This idea where it's like, what is it? How Donald Trump used the law of attraction to win the presidency. Like, that's that's an interesting title, right? How we're going to teach how the law of attraction is applied, how Donald Trump used it, and we're going to take these clips and this and that. This is a random idea I had at 4 a.m. Well, now, why am I telling you this story? That idea of all these random things coming together is what's going to take me to the next level. You see, because I'm thinking so much bigger, and it's causing me to have ideas and imagination, insight, downloads outside of my current frame. That is what I need you to go do for your life and your business. Most of you are thinking too small. You're thinking about what your current situation is, how much money you have, how much resources you have, how much your business has grown over the last 6 months. And based on these outside things you formulate your goal. It's not going to work in this case. In order for the law of attraction to take place, you have to think so much bigger than where you've been in the past. Formulate your C-type goal, write it in the present tense. It's got to be bigger than yourself. You have to think, how the hell am I going to get here? You should have no clue how you're going to achieve it. And what will start to happen, the synchronicities will start to happen. You assume that you're that person. You start acting like that person. And through the bridge of incidents, it will start to manifest. Now, there's a couple other secrets that you do need to apply in order for this to work. What you can do is check out the videos here on my channel or check out the playlist on my masterclasses, where I literally share my screen taking you in depth on how to actually apply these to the conscious mind, subconscious mind, body, using the frequencies, all that kind of good stuff. This is a nice little talking video, but really I have some good content down there. So subscribe below, check out that, and I'll see you in the next video. Mr. Law of Attraction out.